bitch, good show. You're now listening to the Mind of Entertainment. Go to Archangel Uriel. Playboy here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now we're gonna talk about the overall. Now the overall. Now, this will be first, you gotta get clear. You know what I'm saying? All this God talk and overall talk. Before people even talk about going ascending and even going there, people need to understand the being that they in. People don't even understand the being that they in before they can even start to talk about the overall. So as far as the limits of their God or overall that they're talking about, only reach the limits of the being that they're in. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm here to tell you is, you can't even consciously perceive the overall because of the being you in. And there's other beings out here you have to inhabit before, and you have to have they conscious to even understand a totality of an overall being. So if you can't even understand the totality of the being you in, and you disclose yourself from even understanding multiple totalities of the being you in, then you will remain in the being you in. You see what I'm saying? This is not an issue of angels and demons. This is not an issue of what's right or wrong. This is an issue of it is what it is. This is the purpose. This is what the platform was set out for. You see what I'm saying? So when you want to talk about it overall, before you even get there, you need to talk about the being that you need to learn about the being that you in. You see what I'm saying? And once you learn about the being that you in, and learn all the traits, learn all the aspects, your conscious awareness, your spirit will be, your source will be big enough to be able to inhabit a larger vessel. So when you be able to inhabit a larger vessel, you'll have more perception. You'll be in a brain. See, people don't know because they probably haven't experienced it. I've experienced multiple realms of reality, many different beings. It's different than talking about it than actually experiencing it and actually knowing it because of who you are, Archangel Uriel. So in this realm of reality, I know it. You see what I'm saying? So when you want to talk about this, that, and the third, we need to understand the being that we in, understand the totality of it. Because if you want to know how you travel, everything is a shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas. You think space is just space, but it's space is within space. And based upon every central space, there's spread it out multiple directions. And there's each space within these spaces that's multiple directions. But as a totality, it's an odorless, shapeless, formless, non-flammable gas. But you have your own piece of the shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas, which will appear as your conscious, your spirit, and based upon what you're relative to in the travels, like your space surroundings, the other gases around you, based upon your relative to their space with your space, and determine how your frequency is vibrating, and determine what you can resonate and what kind of vessel you can go into. So right now, if you know you in this vessel, and you know what being that you in, you need to understand the totality of the being that you in. But once you understand that, you will realize that the being that you in is in a world that is a totality of something. But if you never experienced that before, and never had one of these astral brains, these other astral brains and beings before, to be able to see how that world is and express it like I can, then you truly don't know that. See what I'm saying? People don't know how to go deep. They just express deepness. This is real shit. People want to talk about spirits, but don't really know what they talking about. Like, people want to talk about God and the overall, but they don't know what they talking about. Nobody on them don't know what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? But they don't even know the being that they in. They even be talking about any higher substantials and things of that nature. And before you can even be consciously aware of an overall, you got to be consciously aware of the overall you in. And how is your ability of understanding the totality of the actual being you in And then once you be able to take the whole vessel of the being you in, you'll start to see things the way it sees it. And there's numerous ways that you can understand that, based upon knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying? And then once you see things the way this being see it, then you will start to understand the world it's in before you get there. It's almost like how you raise a pet. You're letting the being you in kind of raise you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is how you learn. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people guide to overall stop where I ascend. And this is not a situation where we're talking about ascending as far as some type of demonic force or some type of god or goddess. This is not that kind of party. This is, you're still stuck in religion. You're still stuck in that kind of shit. This is not that kind of party. This is a platform set out, and it's set out in small forms, mid forms, large forms, bigger forms. And until you understand that, then you will really understand life and be able to say that you can learn from life and learn from your surroundings. Then you will be able to understand how you can learn from everything. You can learn from meditation. You can learn from sleep. You can learn from taking a bath. Do not let nobody limit your ways of learning. You do not carry a cancel-fied energy. You do not limit your ways of learning. You want to keep yourself open for the overall can use you in all shapes and forms. This is the only way that your conscience can get bigger. This is not a situation of no one taking authority over nobody. This is not a situation of no people who get taken authority over is because their spirit is in a place that's their crutch, that's their ladder. But the simple fact that a person will look at it like someone is taking dominion or someone is looking over, they're still stuck in religion. This is what you have to understand. Do not let nobody tell you somebody know what they know or what they don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't know. They only know what they know based upon what they're talking about. And if you're more well-versed and more consciously aware, then it's like you got to go down. You see what I'm saying? And this is not a situation of, once again, this is not a situation of someone taking dominion or someone looking. This is a situation of, this is how we compare who's older spiritually. It doesn't matter who's in a younger body or older body. Your spirit went through a lot of experiences as a soul. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we determine who's truly wise. This is how we determine who truly been here or not. So you can understand the full totality. People in small realms of realities and only can express the overall in their small realm of reality, or God in the small realm of reality. Even people who say the black woman is God, whatever you want to say. Your consciousness is low in a being, but every human on earth, the highest your conscience could go is just to the being we in. And I'm letting you know, I'm Archangel Uriel. I've been through many beings. I don't subscribe to this being or this vessel I'm in. I'm just here to save y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me why I got a purpose. Don't ask no question. Don't ask why we gotta learn more. Don't ask that kind of shit. See, that's the type of shit that put people back in religion, and then I gotta put y'all niggas back into Taurus. I gotta put y'all niggas back in hell. And when I do that, all I'm meaning is I'm just basically telling y'all gotta experience this realm of reality thousands of years and thousands more years before you even get to my level to understand the experience. This is a real spirit, real Archangel Uriel. Can no one ever refute anything I'm saying? Can nobody ever throw rocks at the flight boss or stones? None of that. They don't know what they're talking about, regardless of how high they think they know what they're talking about. Once again, this is not a situation where we're talking about dominion or one man wanting this. Well, that's all religious talk. This is a situation where it is what it is, and this is the platform that was played out. And you either know how to do it or you don't. It's your fault. You take responsibility. No one have an outside responsibility than you, no matter what dimension or what level. You decide what dimension you rise to. You decide what dimension you stay stuck in. You decide decide what dimension you go lower in. But by no means necessary is this a situation, or you had to bid in many different vessels to even understand it like this. I can honestly say, yo, oversoul, the being we in right now, me looking at the being we in right now don't know shit. I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm here to tell y'all that. But you can't possibly understand what I'm talking about. I bet. Never seen this before. Never heard this before. Your conscience ain't high enough. You know what I'm saying? Your conscience ain't high enough. It's stuck in realms of reality. Lower realms of reality. We need to really decipher what we talking about right here. But before we can even get there, niggas and bitches are still just stuck down here. You know what I'm saying? For real. Real overall. Y'all ain't never even seen the real man before. To talk about some man and stars and suns and shit like that. Sit it down. Sit it down. Your conscious awareness only go as far as the being you in. Prove that. Everybody on the internet, whatever they kicking, y'all ain't talking about soul group. Y'all know when I talk like this, I'm talking from the outside looking in. Y'all know we one. We as one source. We are a planet. We are a sun as one. We are the source. So this is not a situation where we're going into another life and I got a so-called, like I said, I was an astrologer in every dimension. I always got y'all. So no matter what dimension or what life we in, I always got y'all because I can bear that responsibility because I was made consciously aware enough to be able to handle that. God will only give you what you can handle. Anytime somebody proves what they can't handle, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's a religious way of looking at it. You have people retarded because everything is fluid. Everything's from vibration, so everything is fluid. So everything is some form of plasma and blood that's fluid in experience. So once you know everything that you eating is a form of a soul, then you will realize in the totality of things anyway. When we do ascend, whoever following you, if you got followers, whoever following you, when y'all ascend, y'all actually is one. Ain't no y'all ascend separately and no, whoever got the source and whoever following that source, when y'all ascend is one. So when y'all do go up, it's just one source amongst another different type of shit. But people don't even understand. See, people who never did that before, who never went through a rapture before or anything like that, wouldn't know that. People who never been in an actual man or woman body, actual had a brain as that astral body before, wouldn't know that. So don't come talking about no God or no overall. Anybody on the internet, nobody can refute me. I don't care who claiming they the smartest, who claiming they the this, that, and the third. They truly don't know the situation and the circumstance we in. They just know the circumstance and the situation they in. Dig on that. Dig on that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can talk about souls, physical, spirit all day. But do they express it? Do you feel it? Can you see it in existence? Can you see the star consciousness coming off me? Like I actually experienced it, like I actually did it. This ain't no theatrics or none of that shit. Niggas want to talk about God and overall, but we gonna know who was a little closer than others. For real. I'm not even going as deep as I really can. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't seen nothing. Y'all need to listen to my song. My songs Don't Make Me Kill Your God. Y'all need to listen to my songs Blinded. You truly would not understand unless you took the time to listen. Niggas have listening problems. Niggas got visual problems. They only can see what they see. And that going all around. You gotta have the ability. Niggas ain't really superheroes. You gotta have the ability of sight to see. I could come here in this realm of reality and see where all y'all conscious is at. Like I said, my soul group, we is one. We the source. We talking to the world. See what I'm saying? What the fuck do they know? We want to point to some specifics. Do y'all want to know how the world works? Do y'all want to know how the world looks? How it orchestrates? You know y'all know how I kick shit. It's a difference between talking about it and trying to understand it than having somebody here who actually experienced it before and telling y'all how it is and how it works and telling y'all all the different ways of how y'all been trying to learn it on earth or whatever realm of reality y'all in, but how it's all one thing. And I'm just telling y'all what it actually is because I actually done it before. And then I'm telling y'all each of my videos, y'all know how I break down the actual worlds, period. Not talking about there is worlds and there is worlds. Y'all know I'm talking about it like I'm there. And you know it makes sense. See what I'm saying? Like I said, whatever source you build in this dimension right here, when you do ascend, whether you go to your consciousness gas and go into another being, whether how big that source is, whatever like that. And your source depends on how much fluid, how much blood, how much plasma, how much energy, how much was given to you based upon what you've done, how much conscious awareness you have received. Like I said, this is not a situation of dominion. That's all religious talk. You know what I'm saying? This is the point of how you can't talk about concepts of the overall and then don't have an explanation on how to get there. You could close yourself off, but everything I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying? My videos is about how to get there, but I've been doing that since 2013, 12. The fuck? I'm saying, like, it's a lot of shit that's coming out on the internet now that we've been new. We've been past. Let's get past that now. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into another conscious being, whoever was following you or whatever your source, y'all as one. Y'all all there as one. And then you have more mass. You have more travel. You have more totality. Then you're on your next level of life. On the next conscious awareness. You see what I'm saying? On your next abilities. Same way you in this existence now, and you're able to utilize the elements the same way we know how to utilize them now. We turn them into napkins, we turn everything. We want to be on the next part of that. Be able to have more access of it, it's this, that, and third. Then once you become one with everything, you can become a galaxy being, an 8th dimensional being, a 9th dimensional being, a verse. Then you truly will be the totality of the being we in. Then you have the possibility of being able to come out as sperm or as cum through the world it's in. You see what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you that. The spirit is your consciousness. The sperm is a body. You just building a body. Your spirit, your consciousness, that's a shapeless, formless. Oh, you need to get this in your head. The spirit is a shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas. It's just space. And how you know you got your separate conscious is based upon your separate single-on space relative to the spaces you around. Then you travel with the space group. Then y'all travel through many different vessels, many different beings. When y'all go through the light, a sun, that's like going through the mind of a being as an idea. Same way when you get ideas, you think you just go outside and get ideas, right? It's pretty much something like a non-flammable, non-formable gas. And you get that, you get consciously aware from what? The sun. Like when you tap your sun in to what? The sun. You can't fuck with me. Like I don't even know what. You want? Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Like I mean, what it is. You see what I'm saying? Now we're putting some shit in perspective. I'm Flight Boss. We gonna put some shit in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like all these other motherfuckers who y'all think teaching, all y'all other motherfuckers who y'all think learning, get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you want to talk about this conscious, when you go into it, like same way how I get an idea, same way how my daughter came to me as an idea. For her to come out as sperm, she was just a conscious gas. She was an idea. Whatever I was doing at that time and the ideas on my mind and shit at that time, that was her becoming a totality. She had learned how to be a cell, learned how to be a heart. She done went through all the planets, learn all the locations, learn the totalities of information, all forms of information that I can perceive, and the farthest she can perceive is the farthest I can perceive, because I'm the being that she came into. Then when I motherfucking bust a nut, right, and she went into her other world, the second dimension, which is her mother, then she did the same fucking shit. Now, she was an idea to me, and my mother, and her baby mother, she becomes the totality of emotional vibration. So however my baby mother was feeling at the time and all the emotions she was expressing at the time, that was really my daughter. That was my daughter growing in consciousness in there, taking the totality. You know what I'm saying? People could talk about it, but they don't know how to go deep like they was there. I remember all my brains. That's the difference between me and people. People can just talk about it, but just from their perspective of the body that they're in now. I can talk about it from each of these perspectives, each of these vessels. Can't tell me I'm lying. Can't tell me it's imaginary. Because I'm giving you examples, and I'm a living expression of it, the way I'm talking about it and how I'm expressing it. You see what I'm saying? Energy is everything, baby. Energy is everything, baby. You see what I'm saying? Now, when she went into my baby mother, she became a totality, and she came out in the third dimension. Now, well, goddamn it, we're doing the same motherfucking thing. So anybody who tell you not to learn astrology or planets based upon because the words or whatever about it, motherfuckers, they foolish. Foolish. That's the next motherfucking level. You know what I'm saying? What's your purpose of even celebrating your birthday? What's your purpose of knowing the time? What's your purpose of waking up when you think the sun rise, or going to sleep when you think the sun go down? When the sun never goes up and down. Whoever told you the sun goes up and down, you're foolish. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Who taught you the sun go up and down? The sun never go up and down. Only reason you think it go up and down, but see, that lets you know how small of a brain you got, because you in a small vessel and you never been in another body. When if you know that the only reason the sun appears to do what it's doing is because it's relative to the perspective of Earth, and you in Earth. So if you facing on a location away from the sun, you're not gonna see the sun, but you think the sun going up and down, and the sun looking at your ass dumb as fuck. But you think you smart. You think you smart. Motherfucker, what the fuck these niggas be talking about? Let these niggas know what the fuck they be talking about. Don't let nobody contradict shit in your face. Don't let nobody sit there and put a bunch of contradictions in your face like you can't learn the same way, like they ain't learned the same way you didn't learn. Everybody learned the same fucking way. It's just what they consciously perceive of what they're learning. But everybody learn the same goddamn way. Can't nobody tell nobody how the fuck they learn. People can just get perspective. Fuck you niggas talking about. Roll out here, roll the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Talking about God. We want to talk about some God and overall talk. I've been to places niggas never been. Niggas can't even get out their religious minds. Oh, what kind of talk is this? Authority talk. Oh shit. This is the demonic. Oh shit, spirit. Oh shit, spirit. Only people in that shit is the people kicking that shit. If you feel like you in hell, if you feel like other people in hell, I'm glad you consciously aware of that shit. I've been in realms of realities that shit didn't even exist. It wasn't seen like that. It wasn't even perceived that way. I be trying to come the best way I can come to y'all to perceive shit. But as a real Archangel, a real Archangel, you motherfuckers ain't seen shit. I'm the motherfucking truth. And that ain't got shit to do with fucking dominion or rulership over nothing. It's just how you state your claim, how you know when wisdom and consciousness and spiritual wise, your source is bigger than someone else's. You know when you older than someone else. You gotta know your cosmic age. Knowing your cosmic age ain't got shit to do with no religious outlook. Ain't got shit to do with no religious views. You gonna learn. You gonna get to a perspective where you understand there's really ain't no such thing as right or wrong. So your perspective and whatever loop you done tied right or wrong to, whatever you think is a higher entity and someone is a lower entity and someone needs to help someone and this, that, or whatever, all that shit don't even, that's this realm of reality. Gotta come a little higher. Truly know nothing. You gotta come a little higher. You truly no teacher. There's truly no reason for none of y'all motherfuckers really to be teaching all these black Israelites and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas needed mad filters. I ain't need no religion in my life. I ain't need none of that shit. I always was consciously aware. I was born with all my chakras lit. Nigga, I was born my third, all that shit automatically open. Whatever words, you don't know what you talking about, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever the fuck it is, all that shit was activated. Believe that. You can't refute it. I ain't need none of that shit. What the fuck you niggas talking about? Nigga, I feel for the world because of all the experiences I went through. My bad that you ain't went through these experiences. You niggas will see God in y'all face and wouldn't even fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talking about the motherfucking overall. Y'all motherfuckers gotta know about the being y'all motherfucking hand first. Until you realize that was your overall from the get-go. And it's more overall to the overalls. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we in. You gotta understand that's the world. In order for you to even have an idea to be like, damn, man, this must be the world we in. You need to understand, nigga, this the world we in, nigga. Ain't no shit. No, you talk about. I know your whole backing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talk about. You can never know me based upon no words or based upon what I said or anything like that. No, what you proved is you know yourself and you know what you're only willing to listen to. That's what you proved. You just prove you're foolish. It's like, as real beings, we really laugh. People don't understand there's real beings in this world. Real beings. And you can't tell a blind person that. Because they haven't seen enough conscious awarenesses. So, as I was saying, people want to say what's the overall. The overall, it looks nothing like you. It looks nothing like man. It looks nothing like snake. What you think is man, you don't even realize this not even real man. This is the totality of snake being. Yeah, you ain't even seen those. You haven't even lived those worlds yet. But you want to talk about it. But you don't know what you're talking about if you haven't experienced it. That's like me talking about something I haven't experienced before, but I'm consciously aware of it. But just because I'm consciously aware of it, I think I can teach somebody else it. You see what I'm saying? No, you truly don't know. See, energy comes in many ways, shapes, and forms. So just because I use the words Archangel Uriel, I don't give a fuck about the words, and I just give a fuck about the energy. Now, the energy may have played out in many different shapes and forms on Earth. Might have been through a Bible, might have been through that way, but fuck all that shit. We want to talk about the energy that I'm carrying. In y'all realm of reality, if y'all need a source, I will source y'all to that. But y'all already know it ain't shit to do with religion. I'm just sourcing y'all to the energy of it carrying. So when you see something talking about Uriel, Garden of Eden, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not. I don't give a fuck about the Garden of Eden and the actual meaning of it. I'm talking about the energetic force of that energy. It was an energy guarding something that's sacred and need to be taught. But a person who truly know nothing wouldn't be wise enough to understand that that's a perspective or an angle to come from, because their range ain't big enough. So my energy come in many different ways, shapes, and forms. And in this realm of reality, it might be the energetic force of Uriel, but I don't give a fuck. I'm Dolo the Pilot Man. I'm not even I'm is the being we in. The name I. Nigga, I can say some shit like, nigga, flight boss is I. I ain't the flight boss. Flight boss is I. Nigga, y'all and me. You wouldn't even understand that. You can't even understand the concept of why I got the ability to say that. But the farthest you can go and tie it to is, oh, because that's a man concept, or that's a demon concept. Get the fuck out that religious shit. Ain't got shit to do with nothing. The reason someone got the ability to do something is because they're allowed to do it, because they must be accessing or channeling an energy that allows them to fucking do it. So they must be pulling from something higher than you. See what I'm saying? In the way that it's supposed to go. See what I'm saying? Niggas don't really know. Don't let nobody fool you. Niggas on the internet damn near 50 years old. talking about they just now know. Get the fuck out of here, man. You talking about some shit I learned when I was 5 years old. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking 6, man. Yeah. Take off this damn thing.
Fuck 'em. I'm saying,